All right, let's jump into another deep dive. This time, we're heading into the quantum realm.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
It is. It is. We're looking at quantum computing, Inc., QUBT.
Ah, QUBT, yeah. I've seen their name pop up a lot lately. What's the story?
Well, we've got a whole stack of reports and articles here.
Okay.
Really want to try to untangle their finances.
Makes sense. Earnings report coming up, right?
Exactly. And that's what makes this so interesting, right? Quantum computing, it's supposed to revolutionize everything.
Oh, absolutely. Medicine, materials, you name it. Huge potential.
But
But there's always a but.
QUBT's financials, well,
Yeah.
they're a puzzle. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Yeah.
Big potential, but also some big question marks.
Exactly. It's like, can they actually turn this groundbreaking tech into a solid business?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Million, billion, trillion. Who knows with quantum, right?
Right. It's a whole new ball game.
But first things first, their stock. It goes wild after every earnings report.
Oh, yeah. Quantum computing stocks, super volatile.
Why is that?
It's speculation, pure and simple. Investors are excited about the future, but it hasn't quite translated into financial success yet. So any little bit of news, boom, stock goes crazy.
Okay, so last quarter, QUBT actually beat their earnings per share expectations.
Oh, really? What did they report?
Management 0.06 USD. They're projected to hit end over 0.08.
So a beat. That's good, right?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Mm.
But their revenue was way under what was projected. Like way under.
Uh-oh. How much did they bring in?
101,000 USD. And they were expected to hit 300,000. Big miss.
Ouch. That'll spook investors for sure.
It seems counterintuitive. They beat earnings expectations, but
But revenue is king. It shows how much they're actually selling, you know?
so even if you're cutting costs and beating EPS, if the revenue isn't there.
Investors get nervous. They want to see that top line grow.
So looking ahead, analysts are predicting negative 0.05 for EPS next quarter. Revenue, they're saying around 200,000 USD.
Okay. And
Yeah.
when's that report coming out?
Mark your calendars, March 27th. We'll definitely be covering it.
Looking forward to it.
But before we get there, let's dig into their overall financial health. One thing that jumps out is their price-to-sales ratio. Sky high.
Ah, yeah. That's always interesting to look at, especially with a company like QUBT.
What does it tell us?
Well, in this case, it means the market is valuing them on potential, not current performance.
Yeah.
Investors are betting on QUBT's future, even if they're not making much money right now.
So they're banking on QUBT becoming a big player in the quantum space.
Exactly. It's a bet on the future, pure and simple, but it's a risky one.
So risky. What would make you, as an expert, believe that it's a worthwhile investment?
Good question. For me, it comes down to tangible evidence. Are they getting partnerships with big companies? Are they developing stuff that people actually want to buy? That's what I'd be looking for.
Solid points. Okay, so potential is key. But we can't ignore the present, right? QUBT has a negative EBIT margin, a whopping negative 6,513.6%. And their profit margin, even worse, negative 6,636.86%.
Whoa, those are some scary numbers.
Right, like are we talking DEFCON 1 levels of bad here?
Well, let's not hit the panic button just yet. We need to look at the bigger picture.
You think there's a valid reason for these numbers?
Yeah. QUBT is operating in a brand new field. It takes a ton of capital investment. Research, development, infrastructure. They're competing in a tough market. All of that eats into profits.
So more like growing pains than a death sentence.
Exactly. It's like a startup burning through cash to grow really fast. The question is, will it pay off?
Right, so we've got the good, the bad, and the totally unpredictable. But there's one more piece of the puzzle, right? Competition. QUBT is not alone in this game.
Oh, not at all. The quantum field is heating up. Some serious players are entering the game. It's a real race to the top. Who cracks the code first? Who finds the killer app, you know? Makes it really interesting to watch.
So who are the big names we should be keeping an eye on? The heavy hitters in the quantum space.
Well, one that's really standing out is Vertex, ticker symbol VERX.
VERX, got it. What are they doing differently?
Well, they're actually projected to report a positive EPS next quarter, 0.18 USD to be exact.
Wow, positive EPS. That's a huge difference compared to QUBT.
Yeah, night and day, almost. Shows you there are different ways to play this game.
So what can we learn from them? What are they doing right?
Well, for one, they've been around longer, more established.
Hot experience.
Right. And they've been really good at snagging partnerships, landing those big contracts. That's fueled their growth. They seem to have figured out how to balance innovation with, actually making money.
Finding that sweet spot. Hard to do.
It is. Especially in a new field like this, early movers definitely have an advantage. They've had more time to refine their game plan, build those relationships, really get a foothold in the market.
Right. Makes sense. Okay, you also mentioned D-Wave Quantum Egg, QBTS. They're not doing as well as Vertex, but they're still outperforming QUBT, right?
Yeah, slightly. Still operating in the red, though.
Any ideas why they might be doing better than QUBT?
Hard to say without really digging into their financials. But it's possible they've been more strategic with their investments. Or maybe they've found better ways to make money off their tech, focusing on niche markets maybe, where they can see quicker profits.
So, different strategies, different results. Makes you think, huh.
It does. Quantum computing is a whole new world. There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
All right, so QUBT might be lagging behind in terms of profitability, but looking at the bigger picture, analysts are predicting some insane growth for them, like 115.9% annual revenue growth.
Yeah, that's a big number. If they hit that, it'd be a game changer for sure.
So why aren't we all buying QUBT stock right now?
Well, there's a catch.
Oh, there's always a catch.
Right. They're projected to stay unprofitable during that growth period.
Wait, seriously, how's that even possible?
Remember those heavy investments we talked about? Research development, all that? QUBT's basically going all in. Sacrificing short-term profits for a potential long-term win. They're pouring money into R&D, expanding their market, hoping to dominate down the line. The big question is, can they keep this up until it starts paying off?
So it's a gamble, a big gamble.
It is. They're betting on the future of quantum, hoping those early investments will lead to huge returns as the market matures.
Okay, I get that growth is important. But at what point does all this unprofitability become a red flag? How long can a company stay in the red, even in a field as revolutionary as quantum computing?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And honestly, there's no easy answer. Investors have different appetites for risk, different timeframes in mind. Some might be okay with a company being unprofitable for years if they believe in the long-term vision. Others want to see returns faster. The key for QUBT is to show they're actually making progress towards profitability.
What kind of progress? What should investors be looking for in those upcoming reports?
Well, obviously, revenue growth is key. Got to see if they're on track to hit those crazy projections. But even more important, look for signs that they're figuring out how to make money. Are their margins improving? Are they getting more efficient with their operations? Are they finding partners that can help them grow without spending a fortune?
Smart growth, not just growth for growth's sake.
Exactly. It's a balancing act and not an easy one. But a lot of successful companies have managed to pull it off. The stakes are higher for QUBT, though, because their tech is so groundbreaking.
So quantum computing,
Yeah.
still in its early days. Huge potential, but also a ton of unknowns.
Yeah, it's a wild ride. And that's what makes this deep dive so exciting. We're not just looking at numbers, we're watching a technological revolution unfold.
It's a good reminder that investing isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about understanding the story behind those numbers.
Absolutely. Assessing risk, weighing potential, making smart decisions based on the current situation and the long-term outlook.
And for QUBT, that outlook is tied to the future of quantum computing. So let's turn it over to you, dear listener. Knowing what we've discussed, QUBT's recent performance, those precarious financials, the competitive landscape, and the massive potential of quantum computing itself, would you invest in this company? It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It could be a huge payoff, but also a lot of risk.
For sure. High risk, high reward. That's kind of the name of the game with a lot of these emerging tech companies.
So let's recap. We've covered a lot of ground here. Started by looking at QUBT's recent performance.
Yeah, that EPS beat was interesting, but like we talked about, revenue's where it's at.
Right. Can't ignore that big revenue miss. Important lesson for investors, no matter how experienced you are.
Absolutely. Don't get blinded by a single metric. Got to look at the whole picture.
Exactly. And then there's that price to sales ratio, way up there.
Shows you how much faith the market has in their future, even if the present isn't so rosy.
Investors are really banking on that quantum potential.
They are. Hoping QUBT becomes the next big thing, even if they're not raking it in right now.
And speaking of raking it in, those negative margins are, well, they're something.
Yeah, not pretty. But it's not necessarily a death sentence for QUBT, right? Got to keep that in mind.
They're spending a lot, investing heavily, hoping it pays off down the road.
A lot riding on that bet. High stakes, for sure.
And then there's the competition. Vertex, already in the black, doing things differently.
Different approaches, different timelines. Too early to say who's got the winning strategy in the long run.
It's going to be fascinating to watch this all play out.
Absolutely. The quantum race is on.
So, As we wrap up this deep dive, we've got a final thought for you, dear listener. We've laid it all out: QUBT's performance, their financials, the competition, and of course, the huge transformative potential of quantum computing. Knowing all this, would you invest in this company? What would make you say yes? What would give you pause? It's a decision with a lot of factors to consider.
No easy answers here. Investing in a company like QUBT is a bet on the future. A future that could be amazing, but also has a lot of uncertainty.
That's it for our deep dive into the wild world of quantum computing, Inc. We hope you found it informative, insightful, maybe even a little bit thrilling. It's a complex landscape out there, but we're here to help you navigate it. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and as always, happy investing.